This is Air Force One. It is the United States of America. It is a symbol of power for all the world to see. It is loaded now. It is ready to go. It contains the Liberty Bell. It is cracked. It contains some papers, the U.S. Constitution, and the Bill of Rights, and old men in robes that tell us what the papers say. The papers say different things depending on who those old men are. It contains the best of America, our youth. They wanted an education. Bad men taught them to kill. They have missiles, tanks, and guns. Some are emos. Sitting by that window is the Attorney General. He is from Mexico, but he cannot recall if he is sitting there 72 times. He is a joke. Yet it is not funny. If he remembers, he may protect us from these people. They have desecrated the flag of the United States, Old Glory, that those young people in the front of the plane are trying to protect. And this is the pilot, George Bush. He doesn't know how to fly the plane. He reads. So maybe perhaps he'll fly that plane. Everyone around him agrees he can fly the plane, and if they're concerned, he just fires them. He doesn't have to check the weather. He doesn't believe in weather. Another guy named Gore could have checked the weather. The people wanted him to check the weather, but the political people that were there said, let's let George do it. Al's not on the plane. And now, class, the day's question. Suppose Pilot Bush gets that thing off the ground and heads toward your country to bring you all that democracy and freedom, and the young people with the guns. Would you welcome them? Would you fear them? The question, what do you think of the United States of America? Hello, I'm the Dimmitt. You can call me the, though. This is my first radio blog. My first video blog, my first show on YouTube. I probably should tell you a little bit about myself. I have always been a person who has been a kind of a cross between Soupy Sales and William F. Buckley. Some of you may not know who William F. Buckley is, and some of you may not know who Soupy Sales is. But one was in contradiction of the other. One was kind of flippant and the other was very serious. What I'd like to do with this blog is tell you a little bit about things that have happened in my life, which I think blogs are supposed to do. I would like to share some stories that have come through 37 years in broadcasting, doing talk shows, doing 4, maybe 5 interviews a day. Meeting an awful lot of interesting people. I've interviewed 3 presidents. Not many people can say they've done that. I have. I've interviewed people like Buckminster Fuller and Bob Kennedy, Jim Morrison. And each one of those interviews has a story connected with it, and I'd like to share those stories with you here. What I want more than anything, though, to do with this, because communications is really the love of my life, I would like to have a platform here which addresses the world, where we can kind of share ideas. And I'd like to make it interactive, and that means you get involved with these videos. The best way to do it would be to post a video in response to the opening, which may be a little controversial for some. I don't mean to scare you. I just wanted to present a topic and something I was curious about. I have lived in the United States my entire lifetime, and believe me, and I say it from the heart, this United States today is not the United States of America that I grew up in. I have seen great changes, not just read about it in the history book, but have lived it. So hopefully I can get you involved and you'll make some video responses to this. You make a video response, somebody can make a video response to your video response. There's the comments, of course, and we can use all of that and hopefully kind of get an idea of what people throughout this world really think. It's communications. That's what I want to do. And I'm going to break my own rule. My dad, who was a bit of an orator, my dad told me that a speech or a presentation is like a bathing suit. It should be long enough to cover the subject, but it should be short enough as to make it interesting for everybody. So I'm going to try to keep these things under about 5 minutes, and hopefully we can be a little brief in the responses. But this is an experiment, this first one. It may work, it may not work. But the main thing is to get everybody involved, and let's share some ideas. You know, I could be wrong here, but I don't think the image of the United States is what it was 20 years ago. So much has changed, and I have some very interesting stories about those changes, and I hope I can get you to stay a subscriber. I just hope my whole subscriber base doesn't just collapse after my first attempt at making a kind of a video talk show. Anyway, that question, I would love to see your responses to that. What do you think of the United States of America today? What's happening in Iraq? What's happening within the borders of the United States? There's a lot of aspects to all of this, but let us paint a picture here with video and with comments. And now, if you will excuse me.
You've been growing. Will you say truth is a growing? That's what a planet. Truth is a growing. That's what a planet. Started spreading far and wide. Watched it fill the countryside. Yes, truth is growing here. Reap, reap, gonna reap the fruit of the seed that you've been sowing. What you gonna say to the Lord that day when He asks if you've been growing? Will you say love is a growing? That's